Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Carolina Panthers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Check, walk 54, walk 54. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Where you at? Who's that? Is that yours? Who's that? Show it. Motion. Bang.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Move. Check safety. Right there. 54 Mike. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. Watch twist. Check 30 seconds.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a third and long.
Check. Wide. Get wide. Motion. Mike spot 4. I'm coming. 18. Slam. Jack. Kill.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Looking to throw, Prescott, and that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Motion, 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 motion. Hey, ran, put your hands on it. Get hands on motion.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Go on. 54 Mike. Go on. Go on, D. Ran, go. 54. Mike, 54.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Finding Gabriel, complete. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears 1st down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Mike, check. 59. Not today, you are. Not today. Check 13. Check. Alert. 36.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Going up top for Miller. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller, his 1st touchdown on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point attempt to come here. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Bears 7, Panthers 6.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Shift. Out.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Prescott. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And out across midfield, down to the 45. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 45-yard line. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
54. Mike 54. Here we go. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Red, slam. He's coming. We got double up. Lock in. Check it out, read. Shit. Watch out.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check. 54's Mike. Check it out.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. Touchdown, Chicago! Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. McCaffrey on the counter, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Silver.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132.5. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here comes Cohen. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Alert. Check 4. Ran, touch.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
They'll try to counter here, Cohen. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him, sat there waiting for him and made the play.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. He wants it all for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Now, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Prescott. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On play action, Prescott rolling to his right, and he's going to keep it here. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's McCaffrey. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. After 1, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
26-yard line.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
First down, Prescott. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. After the sack on first down, Prescott, they'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Mike spot forward. In the face.
They'll run it with Scarlett. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jordan Scarlett, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. So here now is Prescott, as his guys will go for the 2-point conversion. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
You got alert. You got shot right there.
They run the counter. Cohen. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. Switch. Big dash.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I'm here all day.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. They almost gave it right back to him there with another interception of their own. And to be honest, he probably should have caught that and picked it off.
And he knows it, and he'll see it in film, and he'll see it in his dreams tonight when it's all said and done. But you almost felt like the excitement had been ramped up, and they were trying to get a big play right after that one.
Watch twist. 47.
This is Scarlett on the carry, and only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Prescott now. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And with that, they'll take a one-point lead here in the second. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
First down, Chicago.
Sit up! 180! 54 Mike. Come on, baby, come on, let's go.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. Trey Boston up to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Target! Alert! Check 3, check. Hey, 18. Shit! Watch the shit! Joker! 6 guys! Check 6 guys! Check 1! Ran, throw!
Here's Trubisky to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
180!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's good, and it's now 21-15.
Makes the score Bears 21, Panthers 15.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive in with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch the pass. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. We're going to 54. Why in?
Now a shotgun handoff to Scarlett. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
2nd and 5 now. Prescott. And that is incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Here's Prescott. He's got the hook up to McLeod. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Get ready.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get a second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
I'm trying to collect.
A toss here to Scarlett. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Throwing. Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And now look at him go. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
It's your boy Old Mo, you said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. To throw is Prescott. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Alert. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Sponge. Rush in. Tighten up.
They'll start things on first with Tariq Cohen. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Switch. Alert. Check 26. Mike, spot four, Mike spot four, Mike spot four. Rip left, rip left. Kill, kill, kill.
Here's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter.
Lock in, lock in. Hey, let's go. Check Mike 54, Mike 54. Hey, 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 hey. Shift. Check nine. Begin. Alert.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Looking deep for Gabriel. Oh, wide open, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Hey, check 24. Switch. Tight dog. Hey, ball.
They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Kyle Juszczyk, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They turn to Scarlett again, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Prescott to throw it. Oh, Prescott stripped. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 40.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Scarlett. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Looking to throw. Prescott steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Bears. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And they're not able to convert on fourth down.
All right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Trubisky brings the Bears up first and 10 at their own 26. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Thompson gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
We own them. We own them.
Out out of the gun, running with Cohen. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on third down.
Bring it up. 180. 54 Mike. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Here we go. Here we go. Motion, motion, motion. Hey, alert. Mike's 54. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Here we go. I got him. On me. On me.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
No, I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
Here comes the Bears punter now. And the wait. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on fourth down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Prescott now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Scarlett, and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Here we go. Go right in. Here's Mike. Hey, check.
Now a give here to Scarlett. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Brings up third and 8.
Watch the screen. Here we go. Go to 54. Wide in.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Gano for the extra point. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch 54. Focus, defense.
Ran, tough.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the flag. Watch the flag.
Alert.
Watch the flag. Alert flare.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Mike 54. Watch the run. Mike's 5'4. Here we go.
Blue.
54 Mike.
Now it's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Gerald McCoy in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. And we're back now in Charlotte, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On the draw, it's Scarlett. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Prescott from the gun. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Check. Check. Hot. Check. Mike's 5'4. Mike's 5'4. And come on out here. Come get some.
1st down, a run with Cohen. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tanner Gabriel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Flushed out right. And he's going to go down again. Khalil Mack racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
We're going to 54. Why is 26.
Third and long for Prescott. And he's got his target. That's more. 23 yards on the play. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Panthers on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is third and 11. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Prescott to throw on 4th. He gets it to Thomas. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Stop! 180! Red, up!
In your face.
Hey, orbit!
Check nickel. 59's Mike. Check, 59. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Hey, switch gears. Check. Fresno.
Red tight!
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Completes it to Miller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Trubisky now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10.
Hey, watch that.
Hey, Foxtrot!
54. Watch the pass. Here we go. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Hey, I'm coming. Check three.
18.
Alert 3.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. All day, just like that. Right there, 54, right there. 54 Mike. All you get is a headache.
Hey, 18. Get up.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Trubisky to throw again. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Gerald McCoy, his 2nd sack of the night. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Prescott on 1st down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Prescott, and he's got the hook up to Moore. A nice pickup there, 19 yards, and they're set up better for 3rd.
It's a gain of 19 and brings up 3rd down.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
You don't want none. Pick up the ball. Here we go, 46.
1st down, Prescott. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Let's go, interception, baby, let's go.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
I got it.
They'll start with a give to Cohen. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. And even 60 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They come out here in the eye. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
Alert, 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 alert.
Hey, watch it. Shoot.
They'll run with Montgomery. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Shut up. 180.
It's 59. Mike to 59.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hide.
They try again with Montgomery. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this fight? And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
Prescott's pass intercepted by the Bears. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I